Duelist here, bringing you the first map of the campaign. This is a map we haven't used before, Area88 v1. Lots of mountain pass. It's mountain passes, and it's big, but not terribly big. And there's lots of options for ranged play and for. You can see Zoidberg moving up here. There's a gigantic bridge in the middle that if the teams can get to, there's lots of defense up there, and there's also you can see a very far away, and the teams had a very low drop weight limit for this, and the BV limit was rather standard, so it fit in pretty well with the available assets. There's a good amount of lighter assets on the light end of the bracket here. We can see that they've brought a avatar. Oh, interesting! They fit in awesome into there. I'm impressed. It's a good mech. You can see that it's going to take a little while to get up there. They are definitely going for the bridge. So they've taken quite a bit of probably rather light assets here, but not too light though. The Uller, the Owens, okay, and the Harasser. That'll free up quite a bit of weight there. So they're might not be headed all the way up to the bridge, but definitely a long range map here. You can turn it down into medium range, but I'm going to be very interested to see how this map plays out. It looked very interesting when we were testing it out, and you can see that red's over here for the defending team, and you can see Marlin is in the Hephaestus. Looks like he's out scouting. He has BHP, but he doesn't have GECM, so if he turns his radar on, he'll be spotted pretty easily, but he'll be able to see the others pretty easily as well on the radar, at least in theory. This looks like this is the bulk of their battle group. Osiris, Warhammer, Catapult, Bushwhacker, Cougar. Reminds me a bit of Golden Rocks. Maybe not quite as open. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they've sent the Osiris's out with the. Looks like they've sent 3 scouts out. We can see Zoidberg is up here in the Harasser, up on the bridge. Looks like they got there first. If both teams were headed there, I don't know if they are. Just look at how tall this bridge is. It's quite the drop. Zoidberg is utilizing the view, trying to keep a visual out for the other team. You can see the rest of the team looks like that they're headed up on this hill right now. Maybe they're not going to head all the way up to the bridge. See, Marlin has rejoined the group. Maybe they've his scouting is done and they found what they needed to. Looks like Silver was headed out with Marlin. Let's get a vantage point, see what they can see. Red's moving up to get a look around. Looks like that Marlin's returned to scouting. See that they're by one of the bases out there. Looks like that the attackers are holding up right on that end of the bridge, I believe, and so we might have some long distance action if they decide to move towards center. Marlin has decided to park for now. Maybe he's utilizing his radar at the moment. Looks like that they've sent Red out onto that place where he was perched on to try and scout a bit. Red is an excellent hunter. He's a very good one-on-one player in this game. Good at really any role, but especially at utilizing light and medium mechs in dueling roles and such. Let's see that Zoidberg is continuing to move around, acting as a scout. Looks like that they're moving their assets around. There's Red. Continuing to utilize the mountaintops. So he's with the main group. He's just staying off on the side to provide an additional view and additional options. These teams will eventually find each other. Looks like that. Looks like this side's spread out a little bit. I'm just recording the video for the cast march, and we've got 16 players on right now, and the map is about 10 minutes in. And hi. And it looks like that Marlin we'll get you in on the next one. You can spectate on it. It's a pretty big map download though. And looks like the teams are still trying to find each other. Gian King is headed up in his Osiris to the top of this Golden Rocks type map, and Red's with him, and they're just holding for now, trying to discover the enemy, I believe. You can see Zoidberg is utilizing his harasser still head of the group to. He's near the center of the map now. can see Mr. Gray's split up a little bit from the group as well, trying to utilize the speed of his solitaire. Right now the map's playing big. Teams just trying to find each other. We can see that Mox and Kill Them All are stationed up along this end of the bridge near center to perhaps stay on station. Oh, finally. Alright, we have some contact here. Marlin and the rest of the main battle group know where yep, we have contact. So, even if they have enhanced optics, it's going to be hard for either team to necessarily see the exact asset that they're in. But with the BHP radar, maybe he blips it. It may not be a bad idea for him to turn it on right now, and for that main battle group, if they have in fact discovered them, to move up and try and take out these two assets. Oh, there's the rest of the main battle group. So it looks like we may have contact on the bridge of all. Oh, and Vitos has got that awesome. That having an assault is going to be a lot of firepower considering how low the drop weight is for this. Kill Them All is not wasting any time, moving up with his avatar to press the issue a bit. Marlin is was more than likely utilizing his radar now to see what they have. And Zoidberg is moving up. I don't believe they see him. He's in his LRM harasser, and he's going to attack Marlin now from the opposite direction. Zoidberg's holding. There go the missiles. Festus is going to take some pretty good damage. The lamb's fired off. Zoidberg's going to get out of there. You can see that harasser is getting some pretty good air. That is a good drop, but a nice job by Zoidberg, acting as a bit of a distraction there to allow fellow ELH members. We can see the avatar firing off some more lambs here, firing off some LRMs. That got Chezer. Chezer has 4 LRM-10s in there, so he's going to maybe try and trade the favor. We can see that the long-range firing has begun. Marlin is trying to provide BHP. At this point, you'd have to imagine his AECM is on, which should make these locks a little bit harder. We can see that Bob's single lambs is shooting down some of the missiles. That'll help. Bob moving up for PPC shot here. Gets it off, hits it. They're going to close the distance. They have... looks like the ELH team is utilizing some missiles here, and those may be Intersphere missiles, and Vic Viper is taking the Bushwhacker D, which is going to provide their close range firepower, and they're moving along the bridge, and you can see Gauss after Gauss after PPC after Gauss firing on each other. And as big of a map as this is, I suppose it is surprising, but still makes sense that both teams ended up doing battle right here in the bridge. They're just going at each other. They're holding for a bit of distance now. They're probably about 500. They're probably about 500 meters out. You can see that Vitos, his only option would be to fall down, and he doesn't want it. Vic Viper's getting right up there, forces Vitos to go down. Vic Viper's dead. There goes their only close range fire support. They can provide a little bit of cover for them. So they're down 1 mech. Chezer has the LRMs. He's firing off as he can, taking punishment. Marlin going up and trying to get some firepower, but he needs to be careful there because his AECM could be very important. These teams are backing up now a little bit. We've got probably 600, 700 meters of range. Chezer is down, so there goes their LRM asset boat. And that's about it. It looks like they've knocked out 5. It looks like outside of the camera here, they knocked out a bunch of the other mechs. And it's not over, I don't believe, but it is just a matter of time now. You can see that Red and Silvercraft are still alive. Red has lost his left arm on the Shadowcat Prime. Mr. Gray is in pursuit with a Solitaire. GN King is in Osiris A, and 2 Osiris A's, and the Shadowcat Prime without an arm are all that the defenders have, and they're just going to go up and do what they can. Not a lot of firepower left for that team, so they're just going to go in there and fight as bravely and as hard as they can. LRM's really starting to rain down now, and ultimately you had a lot of firepower for the long range, but neither team really got a chance to utilize the full breadth of that. Silver's the only one left, so he's trying to get away. Doing what he can to do damage. He's lost an arm, which leaves him with 2 lasers, and we will be forming up the teams very quickly here, and we'll get out the drop calculator for the next map. The Duchy of Small as the attackers for the battle for Outreach have gone up 1-0 in a best out of 5 match for Duelist. We will see you next time.